Hello my dear friends, Namaste. I'm Kavita from PMC English and today we are going to discuss more and more about Osho. He's an enlightened master who has given so many wisdom on this planet Earth. He has visited here on December 11th, 1931 till January 19, 1990. So there is no death and we are going to celebrate today as Osho Mahaparinirvana Day, that is death to deathlessness. There is no death. So friends, we have a very special and beautiful enlightened master with us. She is none other than SP Annapurna ji. You often watch her on different episodes of Dhammapada. So I welcome Annapurna ji. Friends, today is really Amrit Diwas, Mahaparinirvana of Osho, and Madam herself is a great sannyasin of Osho. So, ma'am, let's go little more deeper about Osho's life, and really the depth you have, it's to the next level. I salute that knowledge, wisdom in you.
Thank you.
I pranam your wisdom. So, can you please more elaborate about Osho? Though we have already taken this question earlier in previous interview, but for new people, those who are watching this interview for first time, so please tell more about Osho. Who is Osho?
Osho is a mystic and an enlightened master,
Right,
and he had born in Kuchwada,
right.
Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh.
Mm-hmm.
He is born in a Jain family, and his mother was Swami Devtirth Bharati and Ma Amrit Saraswati, and also the Osho's father, mother, and also their brothers. Almost all 5 members are enlightened in that family.
Wow.
5 members are enlightened, and especially the Shailendra Saraswati, Swami Shailendra Saraswati,
His younger brother.
he is also enlightened master, and also Osho Priya. They have come from one family itself. So since from childhood he had gone in search of truth, Osho, and also he had experienced the self-realization at the age of 7 years, and he had influenced by the death of his grandfather to go into the inner search, and also at the age of 7 he has experienced the first Satori experience, first out of body experience.
Can you please elaborate more about Satori? What is Satori?
Satori is nothing but you will understand the death while you are living. You will experience the death, and you will glimpses of death in that situation. I mean, that is the Samadhi state. So I want to tell about the Samadhi in this context. In the outer world, when we go to the cremation ground, that place also we will call the Samadhi. Samadhi, I mean graveyard.
Right.
At the graveyard also we will call the Samadhi. And this in the spirituality, when we experience the death, this state will also call the Samadhi. Then what is the difference between that Samadhi and this Samadhi? So naturally, when a person will die, they will take to the cremation ground and they'll bury at that. So that is the outer world Samadhi. And what is the inner world? You will experience your death while you are living.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Mrityorma Amritangamaya.
What's the meaning of Mrityurma
Death to
Amritangamaya?
deathlessness.
Wow.
Death to deathlessness. And you are doing the meditation, you are traveling in the path of spirituality to experience that Samadhi. Meditation is not the ultimate. You have to enter into the Samadhi. When you enter into the Samadhi, and you will understand the nature of death also. What is body, and what is your mind, and what is your consciousness. You will come out of this bondage of the physical body. You will come out of the clutches of your mind. Then you will purely grow with your consciousness. And that is the state of Samadhi. When you enter into the Samadhi, you will experience the death. What happens when death will come? You will go in that state. and you will leave your body with total consciousness. What is the difference between the enlightened master and ordinary man? Ordinary man will leave his body with total unconsciousness, unawareness, with miserable conditions, with thoughts, desires, so many fluctuations are there. While coming to the enlightened master, he will left his body and he will declare his death before leaving the body. And he will understand why, because he will do sadhana. Yes. He will meditate and he will lead your life, lead his life with total consciousness, with awareness. So he will understand the life and also understand the death. And he will understand the death before the death comes. I have told that 6 months period, no? So he will understand the death period also.
So he will be completely aware that my purpose has been completed. Now I am ready to go.
Ready to go. And also he will declare his death also. And after declaring his death, he will prepare for that situation in that time. So what happens when enlightened master will left his body? He will declare his death, and very naturally, without any misery, without any attachments, without any bondage, just he will leave the body with blissful state, with total consciousness, total awareness. And that is what we will say the liberation, the salvation. And that is the state of nirvana. That is the nirvana. When you experience your death while you are living, that is the samadhi, and the Buddha will call it is nirvana. And when you experience death completely you will left the body, that is the Mahaparinirvana. That is the Amrit Diwas. What is body and what is mind? What is your consciousness? You will understand, you will experience, not only understanding, you will experience the difference between the body, mind and consciousness. And you will understand the life itself. In Satori, what happens? You will experience the out of body experience. You will become detached with the physical body. You will become detached with the psychology, your mind. So the Osho had experienced that Satori experience at the age of 7 years only. That his grandfather death has influenced him to go in search of the spiritual way. And also he had condemned all the wrong beliefs, superstitious beliefs which are prevailed in India on the name of caste, creed and religion. And actually he had given a new approach to the life. And at the age of 14, he had entered into the Samadhi. Since from 7 years he had started his sadhana and entered into the complete Samadhi. In Samadhi also we have some stages. Savikalpa Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Sabid Samadhi, and also Sampragyana Samadhi, Advait Samadhi, Kaivalya Samadhi. Some stages will be there. And at the age of 14, he had entered into that Sampragyana Samadhi, the stage. And at the age of 21, he had got enlightened. He had become enlightened on 1956. March 21st, he had got enlightenment. So after that he had travelled throughout India to spread the message, to spread the wisdom. And what is the Osho's message to the whole humanity was what he will say that in my view, and love is my religion, okay, and silence is my truth, celebration is my life. That is the message he had given to the whole humanity. So in order to understand the life, in order to understand the love and also understand the celebration, you have to enter into the spiritual way. That is, you have to practice the meditation. Meditation is the only way to understand your inner consciousness, and meditation is the only way to understand the life. So don't stop at the meditation itself. And he will say one thing that unless until meditation becomes enlightenment, simply you have wasted your time. When you enter into the meditativeness completely, then you will enter into the Samadhi. If you enter into the Samadhi, you will understand the nature of body, mind and matter and your consciousness with practical experience. Then ultimately you will understand the super consciousness, divine consciousness. Then you will enter into the enlightenment state. The Osho's path was, the first one is prajna. Prajna means what? You have to understand everything, not with the outer one. You have to understand in depth. You have to develop the prajna. You have to develop the intelligence. The people who are with intelligent, they will only do the sadhana. They will enter into the spirituality. You need a intelligence to get the state of meditation. Why? Because it is a knack. It is a knack. You have to catch that point. You have to understand the state of meditativeness. So for that you need intelligence. So if you are intelligent, you will develop the prajna and you will develop the wisdom on every situation, on everything, on every human being. Then when you develop the prajna, when you develop the intelligence, then naturally you will enter into the meditation. There is no need to get effort to enter into the meditativeness. Naturally you will enter into that meditativeness. So if you understand the depth of meditativeness, then you will enter into the Samadhi. Samadhi means you will get out of your body and understand the death. Then ultimately when you enter into the Samadhi, then you will understand you will go beyond the life, beyond the body, beyond the mind, and you will become enlightened. You will become one with the divine consciousness, super consciousness. Then life will become a celebration. This is the path of Osho. So he had spread his message throughout the world, and he had travelled throughout the world to spread his wisdom. And also in this juncture he had written 11,000 books with 650 titles on so many subjects, and Osho had given a new outlook to the society, and he had explored the philosophies of all enlightened masters who had born on this earth, and he had given a new vision to combine the science and spirituality in this modern era. So he had travelled throughout the world, and at the age of almost 60 years, 59 years, and he had completed his world tour and came to Pune ashram, and he had declared about his death that I will left this body if you give permission. He has asked the disciples.
Okay.
So I have completed my work and I have completed my purpose and I will left this body. So before 6 months he had declared his death. So and the disciples they have completely attached with the Osho, and they will have that love and compassion towards him. They have felt very sad while listening that words. Then how we will go in our sadhana, and who will guide us? If you go, you guide me. How we have to do our sadhana after your death? So he had given 3 promises while before leaving the body. The first one was, what he will say that when I am in the body, I will confine to one place only. If I left the body, the whole universe is mine. Wherever you are meditating and wherever you are in your silent moments, when you remember me, I will be there in front of you. So you can see everywhere, in the trees, in the nature, in the universe. If you have eyes, you can see me everywhere. And in every enlightened master, if you see the eyes of every enlightened master, and you will come across my energies. You will see in their eyes. So, and I am not going anywhere. I will be there with you forever. If I come out of the body, and your body will become my body, and your body will become my temple, church and synagogues. And I will travel with you. I will eat with you. I will sleep with you. So, give me permission to left the body. That is the first thing. And the second promise he had given to the disciples was, if you are having quest, if you have any questions, really if you ask questions with your heart, I will answer to your questions your whole life. And whatever you are doing, wherever you are, I will be with you. Your questions are answered eternally. In this context, my experience was, when we get problem in our life or some situations we cannot handle, if you read the book of Osho or if you listen some discourse, you will get the solution for that.
Very true. He has given all answers of every question.
Every question. You will get solution for that. So, I will give answers to you if you have that trust. Third promise he had given that those who have become my disciples, they will get enlightened in this life only. Otherwise, within one life, you will achieve that goal. And this is my promise. And the last words he had spoken to the disciples was, generally by leaving the body, the Guru will bless the disciples to their salvation and liberation. But while coming to the Osho, he had asked the blessings from the disciples.
Is it?
Yeah. What he had said that, I have completed my life journey, and I am going beyond this life, and I am going to travel the eternal life. Why? Because the journey is eternal. Why? Because the wisdom is eternal, a universe is eternal. There is no end for the journey. Life will stop, but the journey will continue. So, while you are living, you will travel with the body, mind and consciousness, and while you left the body, you will have the astral travel, you have the soul journey. So, that is eternal, it is infinite. So, he had asked the blessings, I am going for the eternal life. So, he had asked the blessings from the disciples, give me your blessings that I am traveling in the eternal life. So, give me the permission to left the body. And what the Osho will say, what is the message of Osho was, enlightenment is your birthright, achieve it. You have born here to become God. So, firstly you have to become perfect human being. So, to become a perfect human being, you are practicing all these practices. When you become perfect human being, then ultimately you will become a divine being and you will enter into the godliness. So, enlightenment is your nature, and don't waste your time on the name of meditation, attain enlightenment in this life only. And it is very easy, attaining enlightenment is very easy. Why? Because it is your intrinsic quality. Everybody was born with that. And one more thing he will say that man is born like a seed. You have to sprout, you have to get out branches, and you have to spread your wisdom across the world. And my disciple, what he will say that my disciple will become a successor to my wisdom, and they will change the whole world with
That
new
is
outlook.
really true. All Osho.
New outlook.
Yeah.
And with a new approach towards the life. And the message of the Osho was, mainly he had given importance to love, life and meditation. If you want to lead your life completely, first of all love yourself, then you will love others.
Right.
Meditation and love, this is the message of Osho, love and meditation. What is the difference between love and meditation? Meditation is nothing but self-love.
Okay.
Then you will love your body, you will love your mind, you will love your heart, you will love your life. Then naturally you will go in a right way. You will enter into the spirituality. If you love your life, you will enter into the spirituality. You will search for that. Meditation is nothing but self-love.
So beautiful.
And the love is nothing but you will love others.
Right.
So it will go simultaneously, parallelly they will go together.
When we are really fulfilled with love,
yeah, fulfilled,
we will give the same thing to the world.
Same thing to the world. So what he says is, life is celebration and life is a cosmic joke. Don't take it serious. Okay, and understand the life and lead your life completely in every juncture, whether it is good or bad. Take essence from it. Know the purpose of your life, and naturally you will enter into meditation. Most of the people, they are not getting the meditativeness. Do you know the reason? Why? Because they don't lead the life completely.
Very true.
And they will divide the meditation and life. What is meditation? Sitting silently for 2-3 hours is not enough. You have to do your karma, do your actions in a meditative way. Your whole life have to become meditativeness. 24 hours you have to in the meditativeness, not practicing meditation. You have to lead your life in meditativeness.
Being in meditation.
Meditativeness. Then every act will become a meditation. Cleaning the floor will also become meditation. Cooking the food will also become a meditation. Everything will become. So he had given a new outlook to the meditation. Every act will become a meditation if you do like that. So the main philosophy of Osho was, lead your life completely with awareness, with witnessing, with alertness, and then you will understand the life. Naturally you will enter into meditativeness, you will enter into the Samadhi, then you will understand your intrinsic qualities. And be creative. Be creative in every act. Creative will give dignity to you. So what is meditativeness? You have to add creativity to you every action, to every act. Then naturally you will enter into the meditativeness. So this life has come. Human life is very precious. You have to understand the life. And also not only leading the worldly life, you have to go inner world also, inner life also. You have to understand your potentialities, abilities, and also talent, skills, and your inner consciousness. And then ultimately you will see the reality and truth within yourself. And you have to explore your inner qualities, intrinsic qualities. Then naturally you will develop up to full extent, and also you will help the people in the society, and you have to work for the upliftment of the society and the people.
Right.
In every context. Why? Because in Hindi we have one proverb, ek saade to sab saade. If you achieve one thing, you will achieve everything. If you lost one thing, you will lost everything. So achieve enlightenment. The wisdom will give solution to all the problems in the life.
Very true.
So if you achieve the wisdom, and you can create a paradise on this earth. And one thing he will say, that this very body is a temple, and your own nature, your being is a Buddha. When you become a Buddha, this earth will become a lotus paradise, and you can see the divinity in every human being. That is the message of Osho. Today we are celebrating the Amrit Diwas.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Please share something more about Amrit Diwas.
Okay, Amrit Diwas is nothing but what is immortality. Amrit Diwas means that is immortality, from death to deathlessness. Mrityorma Amritangamaya. In death, you will see the nature of a body, nature of your consciousness, but you don't understand it. Why? Because at the time of natural death, every human being will get confused. Why? Because at that time, what happens at the time of death, energy will come outside, but the consciousness will get confused. Why? Because it is like that only. It won't change. While in the body or coming out of the body, the consciousness will not change. And after leaving the body, it will get somewhat confused. What happens to my body? Why all the people are crying? What happened to me? Little bit of confusion will be there. And after taking the body to the cremation, and when the soul will see the cremation and the body will get on the funeral pyre, it will understand that I have gone. Why? Because it is mostly got attached with the body, no? The attachment will not go. It will travel throughout the that Antim Darshan.
Mean that pain or
That pain will be there. And when the soul will see the body on the funeral pyre, it will understand at that moment that my body is not there. So this is the unconscious death. What is Amrit means? When you experience the Samadhi state, when you experience the death while you are living, then you don't have death. You will become eternal. Amrit is nothing but elixir. It is eternal. It won't die. Those who drink the elixir, they have no death. So Amrit Diwas means you will understand that you are an eternal being. You have no life, no death. So the message of Osho was before leaving the body itself, Osho has constructed his Samadhi. So on that Samadhi, he had written some words. Osho never born, never died, only visited this planet Earth on December 11, 1931 to January 19, 1990. Just he had visited that planet Earth. So everybody is like that, everybody life will be like that, but while living you have to understand the inner and outer worlds. Then you will become eternal beings. You are not the body, you are consciousness. So that is the reason why we are doing the meditation, sadhana, spiritual practices for all that. And the life of every human being was liberation and salvation, freedom and bliss. You have to achieve that.
So I really appreciate the wisdom you shared with everyone and the message you have given. And of course, you are also doing the same way as Osho has given, that the way he has contributed. You are also contributing through our channel.
And also one more thing I want to tell lastly.
Yes, please.
And we are going to celebrate this Amrit Diwas. After that, I am organizing a workshop.
Okay.
In Omkareshwara Pyramid.
Okay.
9 days workshop, and it is completely dedicated to sadhana. And those who want to travel in the spirituality, or those who want to enter into the Samadhi, they can attend the workshop. And also it's completely going on on the self realization, Atma Gyan, on those 9 days. So from 22nd to 31st January. So those who are interested, they can participate in the workshop. It is completely on sadhana, meditation, samadhi, enlightenment, and also self realization. So within these 9 days, I will assure that everybody will take something from that.
So friends, this is a small announcement. You can definitely visit to Omkareshwar. That is a beautiful place, and where Madam is going to take that program. She is going to conduct that program. I would request you, please visit, please stay there and experience the wisdom within her, and you can also explore your own wisdom, your own consciousness. So thank you so much, ma'am, for this beautiful invitation, and I'm again thankful to you for coming on our channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.